less formal because there's hardly any of you. So, has you guys been to a K show before? Anybody didn't? I know, Abby hands. You haven't been. This is pretty much unlike the regular theater sports stuff in that we have obviously no judges, there's no horn, there's no honking, there's no scoring. And I wanted to create a space where other people who do improv could also do some more sort of acting stuff. So what we like to look at in cave shows is maybe a little more groundedness, a little more realism in emotions and characters and situations than you'll see in most of the improv that you may have seen here in the Bayfront. So that said, what I always do is come out and ask some questions from the audience, and we use your answers as jumping off places for scenes during the show. So this is the audience participation portion of the thing. And what I was thinking of on my way here is, with the elections and everything coming up, there's a big battle for who gets to control the White House and control the Senate. And I was thinking, you know, I have a great question. So I was going to ask you guys, what are some situations you've been in your life where you were very much in control? Just holler them out, don't raise your hand. Just let them fly. Yeah, kind of like that, only louder. Much louder. Okay, so you're at work. You're the expert. Maybe you're a boss too. Maybe you're a boss. You're in control. What's a situation in your personal life where you've really been in control?
Beating up my girlfriend.
Beating up your girlfriend.
I've never really been in control.
He'll be happy to beat you after the show. The raised eyebrows over here. That means you thought of something, but you're not going to say it.
Well, no, you made me say it. So, well, yeah. Well, I remember being a student body president, and I could, you know,
student body president. Okay, great. Anybody else know the situation where you were very in control? Okay, you're probably too young to have ever been in control. You're just in control right now. So, what's a situation where you've been out of control? Probably have a lot more of those may come to mind.
Somebody drunk.
Yeah, many
Drunk.
times.
Okay, drunk. Okay, you've just answered for the entire audience. Drunk. Anything else? Anything in a... We're taking control. The cast is taking control. What does this mean?
We're being improvisers. We're moving the moment spontaneously.
Oh, okay.
We're being real.
We're ready to play.
Feel the impulse.
Okay, I guess the show's starting. I better go write this down.
So this is a moment. That was real. The illusion of control.
Tomorrow, just pay attention to me. I am paying attention to you. You haven't looked at me since you walked in my room. Have I just looked at you? Just a second ago, I'm sorry, of course.
Because I'm writing this story about you.
You are?
Yeah. And I want you to read it.
Okay.
I'm almost finished.
Okay.
I think you really like it.
Really? I'm so honored.
Because you're the best babysitter I've ever had.
Once there was a babysitter named Tamara.
Tomorrow.
Well, I say it Tamara.
I know, I say it tomorrow. I think it's prettier that way.
Really?
Okay. Because you're pretty.
Oh, thank you. So once there was a babysitter named
No, really.
Tamara.
You really are pretty.
you, Lisa. I think you're pretty too. Once there was a babysitter named Tamara. And every day she would come to my house and play. Until one day she didn't come.
Yeah, remember that day?
That's the day I was sick.
It seemed like a really long day.
Because of that, it seemed especially to be a long day.
Really long, like a year.
Because of that, it seemed so long, it seemed like a year. Because of that, I got sad. Until finally, Tamara got well and came back to my house.
Yeah, that's my house. I drew that.
That's beautiful. And ever since that day, I've been very, very happy. Thank you, Lisa. This is so nice. I'm going to put this up on my refrigerator. This is the nicest thing anybody's ever written.
So will you stay?
I'll stay until I have to go.
Will you stay, like not go? You can live in my room.
I can't live in your room, Lisa. I have a room. Yeah, what about... I mean, your parents, they love you very much.
I hate them.
No, you just think you do. You know, when I was your age, I hated my parents too.
Really?
Yeah. No, I thought they were evil.
What if they were?
Well,
Because mine are.
no, I know your parents.
They just be nice to you.
No, that's
You don't
not
see them when
it.
they're just with me.
That's not it. No, they really are nice. I know your parents really well, and they're really nice.
No, they are not. And you are not on my side anymore, and I don't like you.
What? What about this? What about my story?
I wrote that yesterday.
Lisa,
What?
come on.
No.
Stop.
You have to stay with me. Nobody else understands me. Nobody else even likes me. I just want you to stay here. Just say yes. Just say yes.
Okay, yes.
Okay, cool.
So then I have to go. I'm sorry, I can't stay here. What about my apartment? What would I do with my apartment? And what would happen if I met a guy I really liked?
I don't even care. I don't even care. What?
You wrote me this beautiful, beautiful thing.
I just want you to live here.
You're just bored.
Tomorrow we're back. It's time to take you home.
Oh, Lisa will be back. Oh, thanks, Lisa. I'd like this
Did
room
you see
straightened
her?
up.
Did you see how she? Look at how she's looking at me.
Come on, sweetie, we'll drive you home. You can have some cookies.
Look at her.
Honey, she's coming down now. Okay, Lisa. Did you have a good time? Yeah, great. I'll see you tomorrow.
I may not be here.
Oh, silly. Just clean up your room. Like yesterday.
You get out.
What did you say?
Get out.
I'm sorry, she's getting out. Lisa, just take a minute.
Mom?
Richard, will you please come into my office? Richard? Yes, Mr. Parker. I want to tell you that you did an excellent job at the Winston account. Please, have a seat, Richard. Swanberg.
I wanted to say that you did an excellent job on the Winston report. I showed it to Ms. Winston, and she was very, very impressed with your work. You did a very good job.
Oh my God, is this the man that did the excellent job on the report?
Yes.
Oh, that's great. I've been wanting to meet you.
Hillary wants to
Meet you.
meet you. She wants to go out. Hillary, you give us just
I want to go on
one
a
second.
date. I haven't been on a date in forever.
Now, you're going to go on this date. And you're-
Date.
Excuse me, Mr. Swanberg, this
On
is
a date.
just a little creepy, isn't it?
What?
I mean, you're very attractive, but I
Creepy?
mean, no, the
Don't call me creepy.
no, the
Richard, you
situation.
work for me.
The situation.
Richard, you work for me.
Creepy. And you're lovely. But the situation, it's a little odd.
Richard, there's no difference from, what you're doing in the situation than what you do on a normal Saturday. I'm just telling you that you're going to meet commitments.
Is he here? He's right here. I love you. I love you more than the moon, more than the
And we're
stars.
gonna have
I
a
love
date.
you more than... What?
We're gonna have a date.
Over my dead body, you're gonna have a date. I have not had one date in 37
What
about me? years.
This is Ms. Smith. Remember the Smith report from last week? She was
Remember
really
the
impressed
This
with
is
your report.
about the Winton report.
Ms. Winston,
This is my report and my date.
What? Oh, don't.
oh, wait.
You know what happened last time? The man had no hair left. And I'm
What?
not going on a date without
Oh! Wait, only one of you can have him at a time. I don't think he's prepared to handle two women at the same time, so you're just going to have to choose. Today's Saturday night. I'm sorry.
It's a good
I told
report, all right? You see what happens?
you. You'll just have to.
You haven't been on a date in 7 years?
37 years, if you're counting.
And when was the last time you were on a date?
Many, many years. Longer than her! I guarantee you that. All right, your report was a little better. Okay, it was a little better. It was a little better, okay? It was a little better. It was a little better? It was a little better. You can go on the date.
Great. Well, let's establish that here.
So you're
Richard,
dumping me? What?
Richard, come on. Richard, come on. We're gonna have fun.
I kind of like the...
I'm sorry.
Well,
Richard, you work for me.
okay. So I like walks on the beach.
So next Saturday is good for you, I assume? Yes. Yes, there's a really nice restaurant that he knows.
I know the place is closed, and I know you have to go, but but maybe we could have one next time.
Richie, I can't believe you're doing this. I mean, I thought we very graciously said it's over, and now we're kind of ungraciously closing. I'm sorry, I just...
Well, you're leaving for college tomorrow. I forget all about me, like in a week.
I know.
Wild cake party,
I know, and I know
Napster parties.
parties, there's gonna be stuff happening. You know, like, this is my life. Like, I'm gonna go out in the world, I'm gonna be successful, and I'm gonna leave everything behind, and I'm sorry, but you're just a part of everything that I need to leave behind. Okay, I'm sorry, Richie, I'm sorry. You'll find another girl. Don't look at me like that. Come on, don't you want me to be a success?
Yeah, I do. Come on, just one last hand.
Okay. Oh, don't put on that one. Richie. Don't sing to me.
Baby,
Baby.
baby,
Richie.
stop.
I'm not having any babies. I'm gonna be a real woman.
back Christmas without any baby. Used to be married, 30 years. Beautiful woman named Evangeline. Sometimes when I'm talking with my friends at work, I say that I'm a widower, but it's not true. It's just easier than telling the truth, which is that she left me. I didn't know it at the time, but every moment of our relationship, 30 years of marriage, I had to control everything about it. I didn't even realize it. The first date we went on, I planned the entire thing. I thought it was so romantic, and it was romantic. And if that had been the only time, it would have been great. Soon I realized that in the day and age we live in, if the man starts controlling the relationship, the woman just sometimes lets it happen. I'm not blaming her. It's my fault. I decided that we were going to have children. 4 children. They're beautiful children. I wouldn't trade those days for anything. But she did not want to have children, and I did, and I made it happen. She told me that she loved me many times. She meant it. She told me how much she loved the children. She meant it. But after 30 years, she walked up to our own house, and she rang the doorbell on her own house. I could see her there on the other side of the door. Angelina, did you lose your key? Come on in. And she didn't feel like she could even come into our own home without my permission. I had forgotten how much it was supposed to be our lives together. She wasn't even trying to be funny. As soon as I opened the door, we didn't speak a word for several hours. She told me that she was leaving. I've learned an important lesson, though. I started living on my own and realizing how much I can do on my own without controlling other people. She's very happy now. She's there. I'm quite lucky to have the life I have. Sometimes you gotta learn from experience. I admire. Can't grasp someone else. Let them choose their own destiny. Sometimes you learn lessons too late.
Hear ye, this court is session now. We have lost all control of the human species. The human race is out of our control, and I say it is time to decide whether they will continue on planet Earth. May we have the attorney representing the humans? Oh, well, we have no one to speak yet.
I will speak for the humans. I was giving Your Honor time to finish her thought
Thank you, Gowala.
before the tribunal.
Yes. And you are here to judge whether we will allow the humans to continue their life on Earth, and you must speak for them. Why indeed shall they live? And thou then, who upon the opposite side says, enough of this mayhem, and will speak against Galuwa?
I shall.
Excuse me, Your Honor.
Yes, Gabuba.
I didn't realize I was going to be having to stick up for the Earth people by sitting over here.
You must. Who else will?
Why do I always get the sucky job? What?
Kabuba,
You have lost all you. It was your idea originally to place a heart in these people and give them free will, and now you give up and leave it to your partner. You have lost all respect. You must take off the mantle. You will have no role in this proceeding. I am in control.
didn't I say that big mouth was going to get us in trouble? Now just sit there. Members of the colony, the humans are doing the best they can, given their limited brain
I object. The humans have been given more than enough chances to make good.
It still doesn't compare with the brain capacity that we have. Plus, if I may point this out, if I may indulge me just a moment, their emotions are very, very constricted. We all know that we must have a combination of brain and emotion.
Your Honor?
We must stop this interrupting. You have 30 seconds to say
I'm
the
just going to
humans...
point out, Your Honor, I was just going to point out something. The humans invented the pocket. We do not have pockets in our clothing.
We do not need pockets.
We have no place to put our spare change in chewing gum. Look,
I've
a
had
pocket.
enough of this triviality. I want you to speak to the tribunal of the reason for this species to exist.
Well, the pocket's not a bad start.
Enough of the pockets.
I want words that will convince.
But they're so useful.
I had a big idea. I had a very big idea. I read a lot of books to come up with this big idea that the humans have smaller brains, constricted emotions. That's why they should be given a chance.
Well, yeah, that in the
We
pocket.
used to be like that, and you're focusing on the damn pocket.
Well,
That is such small thinking.
You may take over.
Human.
Human and
Human.
no excuse.
but you can stand like this.
Human.
Try it.
Only a human would
I give
talk
up.
of such things.
I give up.
Only a human would be so trite.
You've been masquerading as one of us, but I think you're not. I think you're a human.
3 billion lives are at stake, and we are talking about trivialities. You see nothing from your viewing of the screen for these to continue? Is there only suffering?
Well, there's a lot of suffering. There's a lot of suffering.
Yes, there is a lot of suffering, so it should be agreed. It should not continue.
But you can't kill them.
Now we have it.
They're alive. I mean, do you kill dogs or little pet mishwaks? Because they're more limited than the larger glafloops? No!
You're getting off track.
I am. But it's in service to a greater good. To save life.
What good
Like-
can come of the humans? They do nothing but just cause destruction.
They cause a lot of destruction.
They tell
That's
lies.
true. They do, but you have to admit their lives are incredibly creative. Very, very clever. They can take a fact, turn it around 6 different ways, and come up with many different stories. And stories are entertaining even to our tribe. I think the tribunal will even agree that stories, when they're good, are reason to live.
I think it's time to take a vote.
I think I rest my case.
Yes, our stories traditionally have a beginning and middle, but no end.
Do we
stories have a point.
No, they just end. They don't always have a point.
Stop, you. Stop. I love my little Billy. He's so cute.
Sweet.
Well, ever since I got him from the kennel, he was there. He was all by himself at the kennel, and I was walking through, and I was just looking at the puppies as I do every Sunday.
You're so sweet.
Well, let me finish. So he was looking at me.
That was kind of rude.
No, it's okay.
So it's okay with you, it's not okay with me. It was kind of rude.
Well, it wasn't that rude.
Ow, I think my heart crushed a little bit.
No, stop.
It's okay, don't worry about
So anyway, so Tanya, so I was going through, and all the dogs were really cute. They were really cute.
it. Yeah.
And are you listening to me?
Well, I feel a little shut down.
Why?
No, just something happened there.
Like what? My story for you?
No, just when you were kind of abrupt.
With what?
What you said.
Oh, because I said, listen, or let me finish?
Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm really sensitive. I had a sensitive childhood.
Oh, well, you don't have to tell me about it or
Okay, I won't. That's okay.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to seem
No,
insensitive.
that's okay. That's okay. No.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm good. I'm good. Let's just walk the dogs and pretend we're friends.
Yeah, we are friends. Let me just finish my story.
Yeah, go
about
ahead.
the dogs.
Yeah.
So, they were all. You weren't even really listening
No,
to me.
it
I didn't
wasn't.
even say anything, and you said, "Oh, that's funny."
Yeah, that's funny.
What's funny? I didn't even say anything.
It wasn't funny.
How could it be? I didn't even say anything.
Oh,
You didn't even
stop
let
it.
me
Don't
get
throw a
it out. Oh my
tantrum.
God, I'm
Shut
not.
up. Shut up. There's people, for God's sake. Didn't your mother tell you to be quiet?
All the time.
I know, that's all they ever say. They say be quiet. That's what my mother used to say. Shh. Maybe we have the same sensitivity, child.
We have the same mother.
That would be
That
so
would be so
weird.
weird. Oh my
Wouldn't
God,
that?
that would be really. I'd freak out if that was
Then we would
true.
be sisters.
Oh my God.
She's just going with her dogs now.
Yeah. Well, I gotta go this way.
That's okay.
What? You want me to walk you home?
Yeah.
Come on, Billy. No, come on. I'm sorry.
Keep God in the corner.
Really?
Yeah.
Dog out of the way. Our dishes are getting tangled. Stop it.
Sure.
Tony,
Ah,
Tony.
I'm sleeping. I have a big exam in the morning, and I am sleeping.
Tony. You gotta go to bed. You got the test tomorrow morning. You've been out all night. I've been worried sick.
You don't need to worry about it.
I worry about you all the time. If you're going like a minute without me knowing, I get worried about you, Tony.
I just need a little recap.
Tony, you've been drinking a lot. And Tony, how many drinks have you had tonight?
Enough. Just be drunk.
Tony, no!
I...
No, I'm gonna take this away from you, Tony.
You can have that.
Tony, you've been drinking too much. I'm your roommate, and I'm responsible
really
for you.
thirsty, aren't you? I'm just gonna have it.
Tony.
Okay.
What's wrong with you, Tony? You used to be a straight A student. You were the top of your class.
You know, you might be what's wrong with me.
What are you talking about? I've been nothing but nice to you. I've been taking care of you like no one's ever been.
I've been taking care of you. Give me that beer.
What are you talking about?
You're not my mom. When she dies, I'll give you the job. Until then, leave me alone.
I'm trying to be nice to you by helping you out, Tony.
You could be nice to me by just leaving me alone.
But sometimes you gotta, intervene.
Ugh. You know, you're my roommate. You know, you're taking this brother's keeper shit a little too seriously. Is my rent ever late?
No.
Okay. Am I respectful of your property?
Yeah.
Do I eat your food out of the refrigerator?
No.
Do I have loud sex with girls that I bring home at night to keep you up?
Yeah, you wish you had enough girls to keep you.
Okay then, so what's your beef?
You know, Tony, you said your brother's keeper, and you know, that's stupid. Yeah. You're making fun of me. What I'm trying to say, Tony, is I feel like you're a brother of mine, and I feel responsible for you.
Oh, that sucks. You don't want to be responsible for me. That's a shitty job, man. It's a really shitty job.
Yeah, it is.
If I were you, I would quit or ask for a raise. And you make a terrible bartender because there are 3 open beers over there. There's not one in my hand. I know I'm drunk and I should be like all emotional and everything and say I love you, man, because that's what guys do when they're drunk. I love you, man.
Here's your beer.
Oh, okay, now I love you, man. I love you, man.
I love you, man. I love you, man. I love you, man.
Hey, think our hands are gay? I love you, man.
I love you, man.
Woo.
I love you, man.
Oh. Whoa. I have got some cotton mouth.
I'm sorry, I've been this weird control freak guy, Tony. You know what? I'm sorry.
Hey, don't apologize. I knew you're a control freak when I moved in here.
did?
Yeah. I mean, he had like bathroom schedule whiteboard. I was in the bathroom. I shower from 7 to 7:40.
It's important to plan.
Yeah, man, but you know, and I take a crap from 3:30 to 3:38 every day. Come on, man. Who writes down the time of day that they take a crap?
It's important to be regular, and if you don't know that, you've got a few things to know.
Oh, all right.
Well,
So, you always get up ahead of me. Wake me up for my exam, all right?
no, Tony, I think from now on, you can, I think you can,
He's like me for my exam.
I think you can take control.
Control. Looks like
Control!
Don't. Stop. Do what I say.
Wands. Control wands. Don't you want control?
Off! We all do.
Action. Let yourself go. Control.
What if?
Let yourself go. Yeah, baby, that's it. Let yourself go.
What if I had control?
Now, let yourself go.
Who's in control?
All the way. Pay no attention to that voice from the other side of the stage. I want you to feel how good it is when you let yourself go.
Go. Go.
Control.
Go. Go. Go.
Yeah, that's it.
Control.
That's it. Let yourselves go.
Go.
Control.
Right. Go.
Get all freaky and wiggy.
Go.
Get all loose and juicy. Get all hot and bothered. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's good to see you. It's great to see you guys. Yeah. God, what's it been like 3 months or something? Yeah. Woo! I never thought we would not see each other for 3 months.
Well, you know,
Amazing.
You changed something.
What?
You changed something.
did you paint?
Yes.
Something else.
Thank you for noticing.
You changed something else in the
Karen,
room.
I didn't check. Karen.
Yes, you did.
Karen,
I'm very
breathe.
positive that you changed something else in the room.
Karen, Cindy,
Yeah.
would you get her to breathe?
Karen, inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the nose.
Yeah, you got new age thing you do.
It's that picture.
Yes, it's a picture. I took the frame off.
The picture wasn't here
Oh,
before.
man.
3 months
They're
ago
trying
when
to
I was here,
control
the
you
picture
again,
wasn't
Karen.
there.
Karen, they're trying to control you again. Remember what happened last time?
Karen, it's my apartment. I like to change things on occasion.
She took the frame off.
That's all. I took the frame off. Karen,
You're fooling me. I don't know why, but you're trying to fool me.
They're trying to make a fool out of you,
can you
Karen.
believe this?
Do I look like a fool to you? That
They're
picture
fucking with your
wasn't
head,
here.
Karen. They're fucking with your head,
That picture
Karen.
wasn't here the last time I
They
was
are
here.
fucking with you, Karen.
And the walls are distinctively more mauve than they were the last time I was here.
Here, have some water. Are you breathing, Karen?
It's water. It's from the tap.
Your head's feeling a little tight right now, isn't it,
She's not
Karen?
breathing, Bobby. She's not breathing.
She's just acting. She does this.
Yeah, they're supposed to be your friends, and they go painting the walls and changing the painting.
Karen, Let's just play some checkers.
They're fucking with you, Karen.
Yeah, checkers, we always
They're fucking with you, baby.
Checkers.
They're not your friends. They're not your friends. Oh no. They're no friends of yours.
You know how pathetic I am at checkers.
You're pathetic, Karen. Everyone knows it, especially your so-called friends. Make them be nice to you. You can make them be nice to you. You know how. You know how you made your other friends in the last city you lived in be nice to you. Do it. Do it now.
It's just a frame. I know.
I'm going to take off my clothes and make you all be nice to me.
Okay. That'll probably do it.
Karen, that's not exactly
I'm
what we
always much
meant.
nicer to say.
Karen, it's us the voices in your head.
Hang on, I can't hear.
You are
Karen, listen.
fucking out.
Okay, take off your clothes. Taking off your clothes is not really what we meant. We,
I thought
we,
people would cry.
you know, we thought like gruesome torture and murder. We, you know, like in Kansas City.
That's so predictable.
Oh,
Karen, would you sit down?
Be more creative.
You are
than that.
creeping me out.
you know, there are plenty of other heads for us to talk to, Karen.
You're not leaving me, are you?
Creative differences, Karen.
You're not leaving me.
Me and the other voices are going now. You're on your own. Let's go, boys. She's not listening to us anymore.
Are you breathing?
Yes, it's a
Yes.
Good.
I'm breathing.
Let's one, maybe you need some sugar.
Yes, I'd like some
Okay.
sugar.
All right, I'll probably do that. Maybe.
Oh, forgive me. Oh, you know, oh, hi.
So Aphrodite, I hear you've been really busy manipulating the humans.
Yes, I've been doing the best I can.
What do you get out of the job?
I get control out of the job. I like to watch people make fools of themselves when they're in love.
I'm just taking notes for a story I'm going to do on you gods. I mean, you seem to have so much fun, you know, playing
I
with people
do.
like puppets.
Absolutely.
So, tell me about the job.
Well, usually I scan from the heavens above, usually Mount Olympus. I look down on whoever's around, and I usually try and pick two people that are very different. One should be very good looking,
Yeah.
and the other one smart.
One good looking and one smart.
Exactly.
Why not two good looking, you know?
Because that's too easy.
Ah, you got it figured out.
I have a system.
Yeah, so what do? You got one good looking and one smart. You know, how do you?
When they have to work it out. Well, I usually sprinkle a little love dust.
You know, maybe this is really presumptuous of me, but would you show me?
Sure.
I was going to ask you if you'd ever seen me hunting in these woods before, but
No, my beauty keeps me from the woods.
but thank the gods your beauty brought me to this tiny part of the woods you seem to have stumbled into today. I would give you this fine hair which I have shot.
Fine hair.
Yes. He was.
That is a finer hair than what I wear upon my fine head.
Is this fine hair thing work every time?
You know what's interesting? A lot of the people
Once I
get
see
confused
it.
about who's smart and who's good looking.
with us. I'm Scott.
Carla.
And JX, Jennifer.
We'll be back in November. Watch the calendars.
Thank you very much.